Hey everybody, this is Juan Martinez of the ezyville Network, and we are checking out the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild DLC. Just gonna recap basically how I got around to getting the Travel Medallion and the one place that is super convenient to place it in. I don't really foresee myself actually using the medallion all that much, to be quite honest. I mean, it's a super convenient thing, especially for people who haven't really played as much of the game or haven't finished it yet. But for me, I figured there's only one place to put it at. So yeah, let's get to it. So first off, what you have to do is basically look for the quest in the quest log, figuring out like where exactly you have to go find the teleportation medallion. So you'll see right here, there's this quest that says EX teleportation rumors, and it's in a stable in the AKKALA region. So basically you have to find this point in the northwest part of the map to go to that stable, find the journal that will tell you the rumor of where it is, and then from there kind of figure out where you need to go to kind of find it. So here we end up teleporting to the KASHO shrine. Not sure if I'm saying that right. So we're gonna head into that stable and glide our way pretty gracefully into the stable to find the journal. So yeah, it is the South AKKALA stable. I don't know where my horse is. I don't know how they're doing. But anyways, I don't know why I switched there. Okay, so it says Super Rumor Mill EX Volume 2. Telling you the Dream of Teleportation, and there's an ancient medallion. And yeah, just gonna kind of figure where you, oh, I'm sorry, not northwest, northeast. So it's in a labyrinth in the northeast region of the map, and basically the fact that it says labyrinth means there can only be one place it could be at. So let's go over there now. I'm gonna go goof around, trying to figure out what I need to do. But yeah, no, it's basically here at the CHUKI shrine, which is a part of a labyrinth that is in the far northeast region of the map. And when you actually finish that shrine, you'll notice that there is a section that for some reason doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, because there's nothing there to begin with. But you know, once the DLC actually came out, then it finally makes sense. So there's this basically a hole on the floor that you drop into, and you fight a whole bunch of guardians. But there's really nothing there, you know, initially before the DLC. And now that the DLC is dropped, now it kind of makes sense what you actually have to do in there. And that's basically murder a bunch of guardians and then get the treasure chest. I mean, maybe I guess you could technically get the treasure chest regardless of whether or not you get all the guardians or not, but you know, we are in a fighting mood right now, so let's kind of take out some guardians. See, I have the Master Sword ready, so it makes it a whole lot easier. And now I'm just avoiding getting shot, recharging my stasis, and then just yeah, no, taking them all out systematically one by one, and just avoiding getting knocked by those lasers. I mean, we could parry and all that stuff, but I'm not super confident yet in my parrying abilities, which probably doesn't bode well for my trial with the sword runs. So we can get to that. But yeah, I gotta say, this is really satisfying those first couple times when you finally have all of the necessary tools to really take down these guardians. Because when you first out of the game, you see one and you're like, oh, what's going on here? Nope. Oh, well, I might not have the Master Sword at this point, run out of energy, but you know, I have a pretty decent stuff to kind of mow through these bad guys. Trying to get as close as I can before he actually fires off a blast. And of course grabbing all of those gears. So let's kind of go through this and speed through up. Yeah, there's really nothing interesting other than just mowing all of these guardians down. So let's kind of just speed through this. I did try to be cool about it and then try to use a guardian arrow to take one down. I missed. Oh no, I did. I did hit it. I did get it, but I didn't like knock it out in one shot because there is a way to, if you nail it just right in the eye with a guardian arrow, you can take down them in just one hit. So now here I am trying to find the treasure chest, which will have the Travel Medallion inside. So for those of you who might not be familiar with how that works, there it is. You pretty much use either the stasis or the magnesis to kind of find highlighted items that I might not, see otherwise really easily. Oh, it's raining. If I was on the ground, I would be totally dead by now because I have all of these metal weapons lugged around. But since I don't, I'm below ground. I'm alright. Where is that? There it is. So when you drop down into that hole, basically it goes straight ahead and then to the right. That's basically where it is if you don't feel like fighting the guardians. And you'll see these treasure chests are different from your treasure chests that you'll find out in the world. They are purple, and they say EX on them. Yeah, I took a picture because the picture I had of the treasure chest initially was, as you'll see, is like some rando picture that I just took inside a shrine that was floating. I thought that'd be funny. And there it is, the Travel Medallion. Mysterious tool. Sure, why not? That side quest is complete. And now let's see how it works. Okay. So you just place it on there and then it just becomes a fast travel point for you. However, you cannot have more than one travel point. So if you go somewhere else and place the Travel Medallion there, it replaces the previous one that you put it at. See right there. So kind of thought about it a little bit, and to be quite honest, there's enough shrines in enough places that it's not really a big a deal to me. Maybe I will encounter a different situation in the future where I might want to use the Travel Medallion, but to be quite honest, there's enough shrines to go around that I can kind of get to wherever I want to at this point with relative ease. And of course, just traveling around the world is pretty cool. I mean, you find enough stuff that's interesting, and using the hero's path, you can also kind of figure out places you've never been to. So there only was one place for me to put the Travel Medallion at, and that is where we will go next. If you're wondering why the load times are faster than usual, it's because I just skipped through it. I just edited out the video to skip the loading parts. So we are here at the KATAH CHUKI Shrine, which is the closest, I believe, shrine to Ganon's Castle. So let's kind of speed through it. And this is me just, loading up and my hearts, and yeah, now we are making our way through Ganon's Castle in a route that I've never taken before. And you can see I am failing miserably at it, hoping I don't die. There's a reason why I go the way that I do. Alright, so we're going underground. Again, this is like the first time I've actually been through this. I'm like, oh, wait. Interesting. And then there's a minecart. Use bomb. Can't pass through it. Yeah, watching me blaze through this, even though it takes so much longer in actual time. It's like, this whole sequence takes like, what, 10 minutes? And then going through it as fast as I am, I'm like, oh, really that hard. But yeah, no, I just went underground through dungeon, and now I'm here on the Hyrule Castle grounds. Really just avoiding confrontation. All I really want to do is get to the spot where I want to place down the Travel Medallion and just be done with it. I love that this is where the original OG Zelda music comes and shows up. for the first time, and you just have this sense of like, yeah, I know it's very real. And the first time you hear it, once you're in the castle, it's like, yeah, all right, we're doing this. So pretty much, I am at a familiar spot. So now what I'm gonna do is switch into the gear that pretty much gets me to the spot that I want to be at with relative ease and quickness. So that's right, so you change into the solar armor so you can swim up these waterfalls. There's actually a handful of them you have to go get through. And then you also use the Budo special ability, which you get by finishing the Divine Beast section. And here's me running around, totally forgetting where I was supposed to go. I'm gonna say, wait a minute. Since you have the wings, there's pretty much only one thing. Just keep going up. Keep using the wings and keep using the Zora armor to just keep going up. Get to high ground. Switch back. And then just go up another waterfall. Just makes it easy for you. Avoid confrontation. And we are here. In the sanctuary. Basically, once you enter this room, it's basically locked you into the fight with Ganon. So where else should I put the Travel Medallion than right here? Instead of going through the trouble each time of, plowing through or just avoiding everybody at Hyrule Castle. Why not just get to the point? Leave the medallion there and we're good. So thanks everybody for watching. This is Juan Martinez of the ezyville Network. Learn more about the network by going to patreon.com/ezyville. Yeah, hope y'all enjoyed this video and see ya. See you the next thing.